Alright lads, so today we're finally testing out Yachiru Unohana in Guild Quest content. Of course at this point we all know she's one of the best characters in the entire game. She's an amazing character to play with, and a lot of excitement for this character was based around how she performs in Guild Quest. More specifically though in the Captain Guild Quest, because as of right now, there's really no good lead for that particular week. And we can't test it just yet since Captain Guild Quest isn't out right now, but at the very least, at least for today's video, we're here to focus on her performance in the Sober Guild Quests, and let that I guess be a potential example of how she might perform when the Captain Guild Quest does roll around. Now in this case, we're actually trying out at 1 out of 5. Of course, ideally when it comes to Guild Quest content, if you want to nuke in Guild Quest, you need to have really good sides, or you need to have your main character max transcended. So in a way, we're kind of doing like the bare minimum here. 1 out of 5, only special move level 10. Any extra dupes of the character you get, the better she becomes as a nuker. And she definitely can nuke quite hard. It definitely could have been better, but the Rampage skill really does help her out here. So for those that don't know why she can nuke Guild Quest in the first place, is that for starters, she does have weakening on her Soul Bomb. That's 50% more damage. She does have a 40% devastation, so 40% more damage each Soul Bomb hit. When you do inflict a stat element, and keep in mind her Soul Bomb does guarantee to inflict stat elements, you get an 80% stat boost to your spiritual pressure stat. And then of course she also does have Rampage, which allows you to do 2% more damage every kill you do get. So that can cap out at 100%. Is it going to in the video in the runs that we do? I have no idea. She definitely can build up the Rampage skill quite a bit because there are around 10 enemies each wave. And for the most part, the Soul Bomb is killing all the mini mobs. So she definitely can build up the Rampage, and that allows her Soul Bomb to do even more damage. In the future, because we are getting harder Guild Quests, there might be more enemies and maybe this Rampage skill gets even better. But keep in mind, by killing themselves, they said the skill was designed for Limit Breaker and also Guild Quests. So potentially expect more Guild Quest centered characters to have this type of skill sometime in the future. But it's due to those reasons she can potentially nuke in Guild Quests, and again we're going to test her out at 1 out of 5 today. For those wondering the build that we are using today, I'm currently using this accessory set, Fortification Pill, Sticker, and also Tension Tie. Very important you have the Tension Tie, right? Unfortunately for me though, I don't own a T set, so I'm missing out on a pretty good accessory to get even more HP to help us nuke even better. Again, she's special move level 1 out of 5, so level 10 HP. And then for her bonus abilities, we gave her full stamina damage and of course also weakened defense. Very important you have weakened defense on. When it comes to the accessories, we've gone with just a bunch of full stamina and also strong attack damage. Our side character, and granted this is a pretty OP character, and probably one of the main reasons why we can clear this quest significantly faster, is that we do have a max transcended Y. I know not everyone's going to have that. This isn't a guide, it's just an example of how good she can potentially be. But remember, when it comes to nuking in Guild Quest, if your character isn't duped out, especially level 1 out of 5, you do have to do some compensating with the side characters. And in this case, one of our compensations is a max transcended 8th anniversary white. In this case, this is the best build that we're using for him. These are the links that we're using. Max transcended with full stamina and of course damage to weakened enemies. And then lastly, our third character is a max transcended 1000 year blood war round 14 Ichigo. Still an amazing character for Guild Quest. The main reason is because he does have a boost SA2 and he uses that instantly, so it's really good for syncing in this particular mode. And in his case, he's max transcended. Again, going with the perfect build for him with these accessories. Although I will say I probably should have given these links to White since he is the better DPS character, but it's fine either way. And of course his bonus abilities include full stamina and of course damage to weakened enemies. Alright then, so jumping into the runs, what you're going to see is a bunch of runs back to back. Kind of like Yachiru when she was healing Kenpachi, right? And just non-stop, the battle kept going on forever and ever. And for those that don't know, at this point I was resetting the app. Anytime I killed the 5th boss, I reset the app to get another attempt because I wanted to do more than 3 attempts. And in this case, we were quite consistent. Now again, as we mentioned, I do have to emphasize once more, we are doing a lot of compensating here with White as a side character. Ideally because he is max transcended, he is a way better nuker and I should be using him as the main. But that's not the point of the video. We want to see how good is Yachiru as a lead, and she was actually quite good. Most of the time when we were using our Soul Bomb, we were going into the 4th or 3rd boss. At no single point at 1 out of 5, at least for my team, was I able to nuke into the 5th boss. But that's fine, because she can do a lot of damage on her strong attacks. That is still allowed us to clear very fast. Most of these runs that you are in were sub 5-second runs very consistently. In this case, for this run though, we were able to get a 1.3 second clear time, which is really good. For a 1 out of 5 character, getting sub 1, sub 2, I think is quite impressive. And any dupes that you get of Yachiru make this even better. So she definitely is capable of nuking, but it also comes down to your sides. Now, unfortunately, when it comes to the Captain Guild Quest, will she be able to nuke? Probably not. She's definitely going to be the best leads, without a doubt, and the strong attack damage will help her clear the quest really fast. And we will also do more testing in the Captain Killer Guild Quest, but at least when it comes to Sorry Bomb, there's a lot of good sides, like really good sides, that help her nuke into the final wave. When it comes to the Captain Killer guild quest, unfortunately she doesn't have the best sides to go with. There's not a lot of good Captain Killers. As of right now, when it comes to melee, you have obviously Fowls and with Ichigo, and you maybe have the Fierce Battle Renji. When it comes to range, essentially at that point, all you have is 6th Anniversary Aizen. But to be fair, maybe that's all you actually need, right? His SA2, if you sync up well with that, is a really powerful combination, and that alone, if she's 5 out of 5, might allow you to get into the 5th wave, which would be really cool to see. But like you're seeing with most of these runs, even though we aren't able to nuke into the final boss, it doesn't slow us down by any means because we're building up the rampage, and that allows our strong attacks to do even more damage. At certain points when I do pause it, I was checking out the damage output, we were doing like 600k per hit, which is really impressive for a 1 out of 5 character. You can only imagine when she's max transcended, how much damage you're going to be doing on those strong attacks. But at that point, if you are max transcended, you're probably nuking through all 5 waves, even with worse sides, because at that point, her summon will be doing quite a lot of damage. And again, that mainly comes from the fact that she does have the Rampage skill. I can't emphasize enough that Rampage skill definitely does help her out here. We have seen in the past that characters with the SP boost, with weakening, and a devastation value, they can nuke in guild quests. Saf Yoruichi, Quincy Ichigo, they are nukers. Once more, you have to do a lot of compensating with the sides, but they're not as good of nukers as, you know, 8th Anniversary White, 7th Anniversary Ichigo, and someone like Safi Mayuri. Those are the better traditional nukers, and a lot of their skills are designed for them to nuke in guild quests. But Yachiru's kind of the same, but she gets the benefit here of doing more damage thanks to that Rampage skill, so it definitely does help her out here. But yeah, it looks like the fastest playtime that we are able to get for today with this particular team was a 1.3 second playtime, which is definitely impressive. Most of the runs on average were getting a sub 5, sub 3, which also is quite good. Again, any tips you get of Yachiru make this even better, and she's definitely capable of getting a sub 1 second in the Sorry guild quest. As mentioned, when it comes to the Captain guild quest, that if she can't do it, it's not her fault, it mainly comes down to the sides. And if we get any better, more Captain Killers, which hopefully we do get with Quincy characters, for example, it's going to make the Captain Killer guild quest even better. And if for some reason in the future, if we get an even better nuker, someone that just outright replaces Yachiru when it comes to nuking, well then Yachiru now becomes the best side lane character. So she is a good investment, I will say, for nuking in guild quests. Right now, she will be the best lead, but then even in the future, she will then become the best side, because Frenzy plus 2, 20% full stamina, 20% strong attack damage, and a potential SP boost is great for nuking, especially with the strong attacks that she does have. Her SA1, 3000 length beam, SA3 most importantly, that being the 1170, is probably one of the best strong attacks you can have when it comes to sinking in guild quest content. That's going to be able to kill a lot of enemies while also placing the puddle to potentially inflict weakening. That's one thing I'm really liking about the character's SA3 is the weakening puddle. You know, again, with Mayuri, it's not that good, but in her case, she has the best strong attack 3 you could ask for, and the puddle effect is almost a bonus. It doesn't define her SA3, she's more than a trap mechanic, but it definitely is a nice addition. But either way, lads, that was the video for today, just checking out Yachiru Unohana in guild quest content, in this case, the Melia Soripa guild quest. Next week, though, we are going to try out once more, this time going against the Amelia Captain Guild Quest. This is going to be the best time for her to perform in Guild Quest. She has Captain Killer, she's a melee character, and the final boss, funny enough being Kenpachi, is a power character. So I'm definitely excited to try her out once more in this mode, and her individual does actually release on the 12th, so I might even be able to try her out 1 out of 5 and also max transcended if I can get those dupes of her. Either way though, main thing to take away from this video is that Yachiru is a good character in Guild Quest, whether that's a side or a nuke. She is capable of doing both, while at the same time just being one of the better characters in any other part of the game. She is without a doubt probably the highlight of the anniversary, at least for me. Either way though, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys next time, take care, and peace.